back to this channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the LMPC certificate. LMPC stands for Legal Metrology Packaged Commodity Certificate. This certificate is necessary to import your goods as per Legal Metrology Act 2009 and the Legal Metrology Rules Packaged Commodity 2011. This act focuses on goods and commodities that are sold or distributed by the way of number, measure or weight. These strict measures are introduced to protect consumer rights and instill fair trade practices. So why does one need LMPC registration? It is mandatory for every importer to get registered as Legal Metrology Commodity Registration. There are certain declarations that an importer needs to make to the government regarding their consignments. These rules have to be adhered to by a person before importing the goods to India. The Directorate General of Foreign Trade had released a notification number RE 44 of the year 2000. This notification made it mandatory for Customs Authority to check whether the importer is following the rules and compliances regarding legal metrology. If all the required obligations regarding the legal metrology are not fulfilled, the Customs authorities have the power to stop the import of the consignment. Therefore, it is essential for all the importers to have an LMPC registration completed. There are two types of LMPC certificates according to the provisions of registrations laid down under Legal Metrology Pre-Packed Commodity Rules. These are: Number 1. LMPC Importer Registration. If a person imports pre-packed goods and commodities in India and plans to sell them without any further packaging or labeling, then he shall have an LMPC Importer Registration Certificate. The second one is LMPC Packer and Manufacturer Registration. This type of registration is required by a person who plans to manufacture and package goods that they have imported from third party and later sell it as their own brand. The government has exempted certain commodities from the LMPC certificate's ambit. These are: all the commodities that have a net weight fewer than 10 grams, all commodities that measure less than 10 millimeters, packages that have fast food items packaged by hotel or restaurants, packages that have formulations covered by drugs, order 1995, any agricultural products in packages of more than 50 kgs. Lastly, as per Chapter 2 of the Legal Metrology Act, which has rules for provisions for the packaged commodity for retail sale, it shall exempt the packages that weigh more than 25 kgs or 25 liters, however, shall not include cement, fertilizers sold in bags up to 50 kgs. Let's have a look at the LMPC registration process. The procedure for LMPC registration is laid down in Rule 15 of the Legal Metrology Rules of 2011. A person can apply for LMPC registration via state's online portal. In case the applicant's state doesn't have an online portal, he can file the application in person by submitting the necessary documents at the state's local legal metrology department. Vendors and manufacturers must register themselves as an importer with the Director of Legal Metrology, Government of India. The application should be submitted to the Director of Legal Metrology through the State Controller with a fee of ₹100 1 month prior to the import. The controller will forward the application with a report on the prototypes and specifications of the importer. The requisite fees which are payable have been mentioned in the 12th schedule and the application is mentioned in the 10th schedule of the rules. What are the list of documents required for an LMPC certificate? Number 1. Importer-Exporter Code as provided by DGFT. Documents proving applicant's date of birth. Documents stating the address or identity proof. Documents showing proof of ownership, rent of the premises. The model approval that was issued by the Director of Legal Metrology, Government of India. The map of the premises. A sample of the label attached to the commodity. A no objection certificate from the Pollution Control Board. A copy of GST, VAT and CST registration. A copy of PAN, and lastly, the registration documents of the establishment, factory or shop. The LMPC registration shall be valid for a period of up to 5 years, and this needs to be renewed periodically at the end of each 5 years. If any violations are made as per the Legal Metrology Package rules, then the importer shall be liable to fines. If rules 27 to 31 are violated, then it shall attract a fine of ₹4,000. For any other rules for which the fine has not been specified in the Act, the fine shall be ₹2,000. If an importer files for an LMPC certificate after the completion of 90 days from the date of import, then he shall be charged ₹5,000. Other actions can be taken besides fines if it's a recurring offence. Usually, in the case of any violations, the manufacturer is held liable. In case no address or name is mentioned on the consignment, then the address and name preceded by the words manufactured by or the packed by shall be held liable. So that's it for this video. For more such updates, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.